a giant of the keyboard, Sweelinck's enduring legacy. Jan Pieterszoon Sweelinck stands as a towering figure in music history. He was a Dutch composer and organist of remarkable talent and influence. Born in 1562, he lived and worked during a time of great change in Europe, a period of religious and political upheaval, and also a time of artistic innovation. Sweelinck, through his music and teaching, left an indelible mark on the world. He bridged the Renaissance and Baroque periods, shaping the future of keyboard music. Sweelinck's influence was particularly strong in the realm of organ music. He was a master of the instrument, composing numerous pieces that showcased its vast possibilities. His compositions explored complex counterpoint and exploited the organ's wide range of sounds. Sweelinck's organ works were not mere technical exercises. They were deeply expressive and emotionally resonant, reflecting the religious fervor of his time. Beyond his compositions, Sweelinck was a highly sought-after teacher. Musicians from across Europe flocked to Amsterdam to study with him. His students included Samuel Scheidt and Heinrich Scheidemann. These individuals went on to become leading composers in their own right, disseminating Sweelinck's teachings far and wide, particularly in northern Germany. Sweelinck's legacy is multifaceted and enduring. He was a virtuoso performer, a prolific composer, and a gifted teacher. His impact on the course of music history is undeniable. He elevated the status of keyboard music, influenced generations of composers, and left behind a wealth of extraordinary music. Sweelinck's works continue to inspire and move listeners centuries later. He is rightfully recognized as one of the most important figures in the history of Western music. Jan Pieterszoon. Sweelinck's influence on the North German organ tradition was profound and far-reaching. His students, who hailed from various parts of Germany, returned to their homelands imbued with his musical language and compositional techniques. They, in turn, disseminated these ideas through their own teaching and compositions, shaping the musical landscape of northern Germany for generations. One of the most significant aspects of Sweelinck's influence was his contribution to the development of the organ chorale prelude. This genre, which involved elaborate settings of Lutheran hymns, became a cornerstone of North German organ music. Sweelinck's approach to the chorale prelude, characterized by intricate counterpoint and expressive ornamentation, served as a model for his German students. They adapted and expanded upon his techniques, creating a rich and varied repertoire of organ chorale preludes. Sweelinck's influence can be seen in the works of composers like Samuel Scheidt, whose chorale preludes exhibit a similar mastery of counterpoint and a keen sense of harmonic language. Heinrich Scheidemann, another prominent student of Sweelinck, also incorporated elements of his teacher's style into his organ works. He developed a more improvisatory and expressive approach to the chorale prelude. The North German organ tradition that flourished in the wake of Sweelinck's influence culminated in the works of Dietrich Buxtehude and ultimately Johann Sebastian Bach. Bach, though not a direct student of Sweelinck, was undoubtedly influenced by his music and legacy through his predecessors. Bach's organ works, with their masterful counterpoint, intricate fugues, and profound emotional depth, stand as a testament to the enduring impact of Jan Pieterszoon Sweelinck on the course of Western music history. Jan Pieterszoon Sweelinck was born in Deventer, Netherlands, in April or May 1562. He was the eldest son of organist Peter Sweelinck and Elske Jansdochter Sweelinck, the daughter of a surgeon. Shortly after Sweelinck's birth, the family moved to Amsterdam, where his father served as the organist of the Oude Kerk from around 1564. Sweelinck likely received his initial music lessons from his father. Tragically, Sweelinck's father passed away in 1573, leaving the young Jan to continue his education under Jacob Buyck, the Catholic pastor of the Oude Kerk. However, these lessons ceased in 1578 following the Reformation of Amsterdam and the city's conversion to Calvinism, prompting Buyck to leave. Little is known about Sweelinck's subsequent musical education, but it is believed that he may have studied under Jan Willemzoon Lossie, a countertenor and shawm player, and/or Cornelis Boskoop, his father's successor at the Oude Kerk. According to Cornelis Plemp, a pupil and friend of Sweelinck, he began his remarkable 44-year career as the organist of the Oude Kerk in 1577 at just 15 years old. Although the exact date is uncertain due to missing church records, it is confirmed that Sweelinck held this position from 1580 until his death. Following the death of his widowed mother in 1585, Sweelinck assumed responsibility for his younger siblings. His salary was doubled the following year, and he was later offered additional financial support upon his marriage to Klaesgen Dirksdochter Poyner in 1590. Sweelinck's first published works emerged in the early 1590s, including 3 volumes of chansons, with the last volume published in 1594 under his mother's name, Sweelinck. He then embarked on an ambitious project to set the entire Psalter, resulting in 4 large volumes of psalm settings published between 1604 and 1621, with the last volume appearing posthumously. Sweelinck died on October 16, 1621 and was buried in the Oude Kerk. He was survived by his wife and 5 of their 6 children, with the eldest, Dirk Janzoon, succeeding him as the organist of the Oude Kerk. Despite spending most of his life in Amsterdam, Sweelinck occasionally traveled to other cities for professional duties, including inspecting organs and advising on their construction and restoration. His longest recorded journey was to Antwerp in 1604 to purchase a harpsichord for the city. Though there is no evidence that Sweelinck ever visited Venice or England, his music reached far and wide, influencing many through copies such as those found in the Fitzwilliam Virginal book. His reputation as a composer, performer, and teacher grew steadily during his lifetime, earning him the nickname Orpheus of Amsterdam. The city authorities often brought important visitors to hear Sweelinck's masterful improvisations, solidifying his legacy as a pivotal figure in the history of Western music. And thus, the life and legacy of Jan Pieterszoon Sweelinck continue to resonate through the corridors of time, echoing in the works of those he influenced and the countless musicians who followed in his footsteps. Sweelinck represents the highest development of the Dutch keyboard school, reaching a pinnacle in keyboard contrapuntal complexity and refinement before J.S. Bach. Yet his prowess extended beyond the keyboard. He was a skilled composer for voices, contributing more than 250 vocal works, including chansons, madrigals, motets, and psalms. Some of Sweelinck's innovations were of profound musical importance, such as his pioneering work in the fugue. He was the first to write an organ fugue that began simply with one subject and gradually added texture and complexity until reaching a final climax and resolution. Sweelinck's keyboard works were not only masterpieces in their own right but also served as studies for his pupils. He was the first to use the pedal as a real fugal part, a technique that would later become a staple in organ music. Stylistically, his music brought together the richness, complexity, and spatial sense of Andrea and Giovanni Gabrieli, combined with the ornamentation and intimate forms of the English virginalists. In some compositions, Sweelinck appears as a precursor to the Baroque style, especially in his use of countersubject, stretto, and organ point, pedal point. Sweelinck's improvisational skills earned him the informal title of the Orpheus of Amsterdam. More than 70 of his keyboard works have survived, many resembling the improvisations that residents of Amsterdam around 1600 would have heard. Throughout his life, Sweelinck engaged with the musical liturgies of 3 distinct traditions: Catholic, Calvinist, and Lutheran, all of which are reflected in his compositions. Even his vocal music, which is more conservative than his keyboard writing, showcases striking rhythmic complexity and an unusual richness of contrapuntal devices. Sweelinck's legacy as a composer, performer, and teacher is a testament to his innovative spirit and profound influence on the world of music. His contributions continue to inspire and resonate, bridging the Renaissance and Baroque eras and paving the way for future generations of musicians. In the decades following Jan Pieterszoon Sweelinck's passing, his works continued to captivate musicians and scholars alike. A testament to his enduring influence is the scholarly edition of Sweelinck's works, published in the Netherlands between 1974 and 1990. This comprehensive collection, titled Jan Pieterszoon Sweelinck Opera Omnia, spans 7 volumes, some divided into fascicles, with editor's notes in English. The second revised edition was curated by a distinguished team of musicologists, including Gustav Leonhardt, Alphonse Anagarn, and Frits Noska, under the auspices of the Royal Dutch Society for Musicology. More recently, a new scholarly edition of Sweelinck's complete keyboard works was published by Breitkopf and Hartel in 2004, meticulously edited in 4 volumes by Harold Vogel and Peter Dirksen. This edition has become an invaluable resource for performers and scholars, offering deep insights into Sweelinck's intricate compositions. Sweelinck's music also thrives in the realm of recordings. One notable collection is Complete Keyboard Works, a 9-CD set featuring various renowned organists and harpsichordists released by NM Classics. Additionally, Het Sweelinck Monument, a monumental recording of Sweelinck's complete vocal works conducted by Harry van der Kamp and performed by the Gesualdo Consort, was released by Glossa between 2009 and 2010. This 17 CD collection, available in both standard and book CD presentation sets, has made Sweelinck's rich vocal heritage accessible to a wider audience. Through these scholarly editions and recordings, Jan Pieterszoon Sweelinck's legacy continues to illuminate the musical world, offering a bridge between the Renaissance and Baroque periods and inspiring countless musicians and enthusiasts.